Truly a Reddit moment. This is not gonna end well now, is it?
Remember the subreddit Asmongold covered before, the one that bans you for saying the word female? Well, here's an update from them. They actually make it an official rule now.
Okay.
What? r/ there was an attempt. Speak against Palestine? Ban. Talk bad about refugees? Ban. You're on other subs? Ban. Say the word female? Believe it or not? Ban.
I find nothing hard to believe here. This looks pretty normal for Reddit, in my opinion.
To be honest with you, look, I think it's I think this is funny.
True.
I'm gonna be totally honest. I think this is fucking funny. What's wrong with female? It's a made-up problem that Redditors invented because they don't have any real problems. And so they invented this new problem that calling women females is somehow like, you know, they hate women, or the person that does it hates women. That's good. Yeah, it's their subreddit, their rules. Yeah,
it is a little bit funny that these words are coming out of the mouth of the guy who, a week ago, was advocating that blacks don't exist because human skin color is just, you know, shades of gray. And it does sound funny, but, you know, you hear something like this from the guy who advocates that blacks don't exist. Pretty funny. And by the way, in a metaphorical and very literal sense, because he does not know that people from, for example, from Zimbabwe exist, you know? Those guys aren't black as in a shade of brown. Some of those people are very much legitimately black. But no, black people don't exist. It's just shade of gray. We're all just shades.
I think that honestly, insane subreddit full of insane people, terrorist sympathizers of Palestine. I don't know about that. People can think whatever the fuck they want. Let's see here.
Yep. Do not enter this discussion, because you will not be able to explain your position, whatever side you choose to be on.
Currently, they're banning people for participating in r/Destiny, Political Compass Meme, Asmongold, and maybe other subreddits as well. So they're cross-banning anybody who's even on my subreddit. Well,
yeah, it makes sense. They said that they're gonna do it. And you have been negative of them. Welcome to the basic building block principles of an echo chamber.
Good for them. It's their right to have an echo chamber. And if they want to have an echo chamber full of weirdos, then they can go ahead and do it. It's not my problem. Like, I would say this, right? Is that with a lot of this kind of stuff, whenever a person does this, I just,
Go on.
Like, I don't really care that much. But I do think it's a problem whenever there, like, r/there was an attempt. This isn't a political subreddit. This has...
I don't know, just judging from this, it seems like a very political subreddit. I don't use any Reddits, but yeah, judging from this, I'm just gonna say it is one.
Nothing to do with politics at all. And I do think that it's problematic whenever you have content creators, or not content creators, let me rephrase
Mods?
that, Reddit moderators who take over a subreddit that has nothing to do with politics, and then they put in a bunch of political rules to tell everybody what they can do. I just checked and it's about politics. Let me see. There was an attempt. r/there was... Okay. Apparently I have one of these.
Okay. Wait, that's already political?
No.
Steal a girl's purse, doesn't even check it. To guess American minimum wage.
This isn't really political.
That guy is political. That's the kid who did the thing in the Game Awards. This is probably political because it's BuzzFeed.
Yeah, I mean...
Woman interviewing a man, maybe not political.
This one isn't political. This one...
Wait, what do you mean it's not political? Anything she says is the thing is literally based on politics.
Isn't political. This one is. This one's not political.
Okay.
Steel candy, probably not political.
Probably not, but doesn't check.
Not political.
Veganism and non-veganism is considered a political issue nowadays, let's be real. No,
Bike on highway, not political. Report accurately, that is political.
Definitely.
What I'm saying is like...
Wait, what did he just skip? Robbers attempt to rob driver turns tragically wrong. Oh, I have seen this one. This one was really good.
What I'm saying is like what I think is a problem is whenever you have these subreddits that are like these are basically just these.
I mean, this is as close as to fully political as you can get, in my opinion. When every fourth post is blatantly political, I think you're political in general.
They're just like funny picture, funny video subreddits. You know what I mean?
What if we click on a funny picture and it turns into full politics in the comments? Would that make it political?
And whenever they get taken over by a group of people who want to use it as a platform to spread their agenda. Like, this subreddit doesn't have anything to do with Palestine. It has nothing to do with Palestine. It's completely separate. And I think that what ends up happening...
I mean, you're saying that, well, we can read U.S. officials when Palestinian... This subreddit has nothing to do with Palestine. The flag. This subreddit is not political. Bro, come on.
Happening is
that's funny.
You end up alienating people.
Okay, and
blind the banner though. No, you're not understanding. What I am saying is that the subreddit does not have a fundamental, like, it is not fundamentally connected to politics. Does that make sense?
No. I don't understand how this does not make you think it's fundamentally not connected to politics. I don't know why you would think that something like this is not fundamentally connected to politics. To me, it blatantly looks like it.
Meme subreddit taken over by political mods. Exactly, yes, this is a meme subreddit, and then political people have taken this over, and they are now using it as a platform to push their political ideology.
Yeah. That's how it happens with the majority of you can't come in two people into, I don't know, a brony subreddit and just make it political in a matter of days. That doesn't happen. A lot of them already need to be political to this is a fairy tale subversion idea.
And I think this is against the will of a lot of the users.
Probably
now,
not.
It should be against the will of all of the users, even the ones that agree with it, because I think it's just stupid and annoying. But yes.
Did you just say that everyone needs to be against this, even the people who are for this, because they like this change? And you justified it with the idea that because you are against this change, so everyone needs to be against this change? Man, we're reaching some peak Asmongold moments here.
They're shoehorning to get Bigfoot and Tiny Boot? Well, I don't know. It's not exclusive to politics? Well, I think just in general, any time that this stuff happens, I find it to be problematic. It doesn't matter when it's going to be, just in general.
Okay.
Reddit's a giant hive mind of people that agree with this ideology, so that's why it happens. Well, if enough people agree with it, then yeah, I guess that still that's what's going to happen. It's just anti-Semitism.
I'm having trouble actually understanding how currently he is making any deductions. Like, it's a problem, someone pushes back, oh, it's suddenly not a problem. Then it's a problem again because of a random thing, and then it's not is it a problem or is it not a problem? Because it sounds like they're flip-flopping. First it's a problem even if people agree with it, now it's not a problem because people agree with it?
I don't care what your opinion on the Israel-Palestine thing is, it doesn't matter to me. But anyway,
Get
I just think that
drafted.
people like this should have the self-awareness to... They should have the self-awareness to realize that not everybody wants their places that they go to relax to be co-opted by somebody who thinks that they have the moral authority to push an agenda on them. That's very annoying.
Well, if it's an open space and everyone is a believer in one thing and that thing that gets discussed, I don't see how that one person who doesn't agree with that direction has the right to tell everyone, no, bad, I don't want this to happen. I know everyone else is completely okay with this, but I'm against it. I think he's looking at this Reddit situation from the context that he's a streamer who bans everyone who disagrees with him. Is this the viewpoint he's trying to look at? You know, that if he wants his chat to be in a certain way, it doesn't matter if there's a bunch of people who don't want it to be in a certain way because he, at the end of the day, is the one who makes this decision? There's something deeper going on here, but that deeper is, borderline autistic as it comes.
Reddit got into hot water in massive thread. They permabanned anyone who typed female, saying people who use that word are incels. Well, these are like Reddit moderators, right? And guess what Reddit moderators do? They do stupid stuff. They're morons. Like, these are people that are like...
Okay, yeah.
They're like running this. This is the ultimate power that they have in their life. So of course they're going to do that. Would be more okay if the mods were actually neutral and allowed all types of politics. Yeah, in general, I think that it's...
That doesn't matter. It's Reddit. Reddit is a flawed upload system. If 70%... no. If 55% of a Reddit are leaning to resolution A on some kind of problem, but 45% lean on resolution B, because of Reddit's upload system, the people who lean towards resolution B are always gonna be invisible. You just need a 51% majority on Reddit to make a Reddit look fully dominated by, well, whatever the opinions that 51% thinks are nice, because this is the upload system.
It's okay to allow politics, but you should let the community decide what's popular and what's not popular.
They're already deciding. They have already decided.
You can't just like say, hey, this is now politics, but it's not really politics because you can't have one opinion. Well, it's not really
also, this is false because he bans people from his Discord. Well, admittedly, his defense would be, oh, this is totally different from Reddit. But then again, it's also known that Asmongold bans people who criticize him off of Reddit. And then he's gonna say, well, it's my Reddit, I choose how things happen. But, you see, the same argument can be easily used for whatever this Reddit was called. And the mods have the full authority to do whatever they please because they're the mods. But they can't because that's bad in Asmongold, by Asmongold's views. But at the time, he can do it because it's not bad because he does it. This is just blatantly, what's the magical word here? Oh yeah, hypocritical as everything that he says.
Politics now, is it? Daily reminder that fence sitting is not the good thing to do? Well, daily reminder that you don't have to be doing the good thing all the time. You're not morally obligated to always have the right opinions, to be educated on the important topics, and to care about all the issues that happen in the world. I don't really care what happens.
Yeah, that's true, but that has very little, honestly, to do the way he explained with fence sitting. It's either you're for something or against. No one brought in, is it the correct thing to be for or against? They just said fence sitting and you kind of just, single-handedly decided to extend it outwards. That's fine.
Happens on the other side of the world. It's not my problem. That's it. I don't need to pick...
I mean, it very much literally is America's problem. You're gonna pay how much? How many billions? Ah, yes, 100 billion. Nice. Yeah, I think that's very much your problem. That's very much America's problem.
Aside, I don't care whether you think that it's morally okay or not. Your opinion doesn't matter.
By the way, I am willing to bet money with anyone who wants that the moment this situation gets resolved and there's a clear winning side, guess on whose side he will be.
That's it. I feel like
because currently he has enough brains to know that he can't actually pick a side in the conflict. Because again, one thing that every big streamer, every big personality on the internet, on average, unless they're a political commentator, does to become big is they're not exactly fence sitters, but they will not take dangerous positions. They will, all of the big streamers will try to avoid as much possible, unless they're politically driven, to avoid topics where the majority side is not yet decided. Like, where picking a side is just dangerous because you're gonna lose viewers, most likely, because you picked a side.
People that complain about fence sitting are usually angry because you're not taking their side. And they think they have the moral authority to...
No, people often complain about fence sitting because one of the worst things about fence sitting is the fact that, well, so you're gonna sit on the fence, you're not gonna pick a side, but then at one point you're gonna be like, when it all has resoluted, and you're gonna say, oh, that was bad, when something clearly bad had happened. No, you sat on the fence all this time, didn't give anything, and now that it has concluded, we know the outcome, we know what happened, and now you're gonna take the high horse and say, oh, that shouldn't have been done? That's why people hate fence sitters in a lot of cases.
Go and shit on you and get mad at you because you're not parroting what they believe. This is so annoying. But that's also
accurate.
Most people are fence-sitting because maybe they don't understand it well enough. Nobody wants to go...
That's a lie. The average person is not a fence-sitter. They will choose a side blindly most of the time. It just depends on, you know, who is arguably closer to their views, their beliefs, or in a lot of cases also as simply as, are my friends on this side or that side?
Oh, you're not fence-sitting, you're indoctrinated. Yeah, there you go. Their subreddits are fundamentally not political, so even allowing both sides to be represented would be against that principle. Sure, I'm sure there's examples of that too. Yeah.
What?
I'm just bummed that people get too morally sensitive. There's no nudity in movies anymore. Well, I don't know. God forbid people do fucking research. Why would somebody want to do research about another country? Why would you care about that? Like, you have limited amount of time in your day. Why the fuck would you care about what's happening in Israel?
Because it's interesting.
Are you stupid? If somebody works 8 hours a day, they get home, they have like 3 or 4 hours to relax. You think they should care about what the fuck happens in Israel?
Yes. Yes. Most people in some way care. Most people pay in some ways attention. It's interesting. No. I don't even know what to say here. It's such a simple thing. It's just interesting, and because of that, people are gonna care and check it out. Yeah. I know. I don't know how many people I even know who actually care about this, and they work 9 to 5. And no one bats an eye. Most people know about this situation something. Yeah, sure, some of them are not actively researching it, but you know, if there's some kind of random thing that just provides them in the information what's currently happening, they're gonna consume it. Because it's the current hot, interesting thing to be interested about. It's what people talk about. Obviously, most people care.
They care about Israel. Like, it's just such a stupid mindset to have. There's people that are...
I think my McDonald's cashier cares about Israel, and ironically even.
Just constantly on the internet. Always on the internet. To think that, like, this is the one important thing. Why would somebody give a fuck, man? Those people want to get mad. Yep, there it is.
That sounds very interesting coming from someone who is constantly on the internet and who most likely doesn't have a single friend that doesn't have a very, very, at least 80% similar lifestyle to his own. You know? Just pointing it out.
It's not stupid. I didn't say it was stupid to do it. I'm saying that it's stupid to expect people to do it. It's stupid for you to have the expectation and to think that you have the moral high ground in trying to push somebody into having your opinion or to educating themselves.
No one said about pushing someone into your expectations or opinions because you have the moral high ground. You just added that on top of what you said yourself previously.
Into a topic that has nothing to do with them or can influence a lot in another country. It definitely can, but how much is it going to affect a person's life? Was it interesting? Well, then...
A lot. Really a lot. Look at the prices in America for some certain things. Look at the prices all over the world. Food prices have skyrocketed. Shit that cost €2 2 years ago now costs €3. And in America, a lot of shit that cost, I don't know American prices, but has tripled or quadrupled in some cases. It's pretty crazy.
Then research it, right? There's nothing wrong with people that want to research things and want to learn about them themselves. I don't know why people have a problem with this, but why?
They don't. He probably read that in the chat, and someone wrote that in the chat because the way he has been talking about it makes it that he just pretty much just creates his own worldview and makes it reality in this discussion because, again, that's the power of streamers, right? He just believes that, no one actually cares about what's what's happening currently in Israel. He doesn't know that average people also talk about it and know something about it. Yeah, sure, they're not gonna spend 3 hours reading it, but most people know about it. Most people hear about it. Most people talk about it. Most people have intentionally looked up at least one article about it at this point. And he's just trying to materialize the world where 99% of the world don't care about what's happening at all.
Why is it not okay?
And from that, he's creating these situations.
For a person...
Like, essentially, this whole video is just make-believe. This whole video is just make-believe created from one flawed idea how something works and just compiled on top of itself. This is why I love Asmongold so much. This is great. He's delusional to the utmost limit.
To just do what they want, why do they always have to go and make everybody else have to do it as well? It's not enough. Oh, it's not enough. Now it's got to be a bunch of other stuff as well. No, yeah, they've got to take action. You've got to, try to force and pressure people into taking action.
No one's forcing or pressuring anyone to take action. How many of you have been forced and pressured into doing something? None. Probably, my assumption is. Maybe one of you who has a super politically active friend or something like that. Maybe that's the best case. No one's being pressured into anything currently, at least from normal people, the average people. And by the way, when I say average, I mean everything but politicians at this point. That's what I mean, the average person. Except the politicians and literal multi-billionaires at this point. Those are the only ones who are getting currently pressured into doing shit, pretty much.
Well, take action on my behalf. Take up my problem. What the fuck is this? Jesus, man. I was just following orders. But you're not just... This isn't the Nazis in a concentration camp. This is a guy that...
It's not about just concentration camps. It's in general, by the way, just following orders thing.
Works as a plumber, and he doesn't want to invest the limited amount of time that he has in a day to some overseas conflict for a land grab based off...
Also, by the way, I love how this evolution of opinion about normal people millionaire streamers have have had over the years. You know, first it started like normal people were the same as the millionaires, but slowly that view crumbled when people pushed back, and then it was like, oh, normal people are slightly different than streamers, and now we have evolved to the point where normal people don't even have 20 minutes of spare time in a day because they're too busy cleaning their house, doing the laundry, making the food, making sure that they're that someone living next to them doesn't accidentally set the house on fire. We have made full circle from normal people have all the time in the world to normal people don't even have spare 2 seconds in their day or their whole day is ruined. I love how we have made full circle here in the streaming world.
Off of fucking 100 years of bullshit and then some religious disagreement that he's not part of either one of the religions. What the fuck is wrong with you? You think he's gonna give a shit about that? Why would he care about this? It's outrageous.
Most people do!
You think this is the same thing as the Nazis just following orders?
Yes! It's almost exactly the same thing. If you would put them side by side. If we had this small situation where everyone would be as interested as right now. Ah.
You need to evaluate your fucking head. What is wrong with you?
I don't know.
You think these things are even remotely connected? Jesus, people are so stupid.
Okay, at this point, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even fully understand what he means when he thinks they're connected.
But yes,
it seems way too far to be realistic for these things to be connected. But I understand how. The thing about connections is very interesting. People who have a lukewarm of understanding of X thing and another X thing, they will easily find stupid connections between them. Because almost everything has some connection with pretty much almost anything else in life. It's just the stupider you are, the easier it is to find non-existing connections in things.
Oh my god. Which I care about those religions, yes. Wants to eat his dinner, put his kids to bed for an hour, and before he plays games, go to bed. Yes, that's it. Our tax money keeps going there, then vote against it. Or not. I don't think everybody should vote. I don't. I think that is a totally reasonable and completely okay thing if you just don't vote. Because you say, I don't know enough about this, I don't feel like I'm educated on the topic, and I'm just not going to vote.
Dude,
I wish more.
That's such a stupid opinion. Because most people are not educated on the topic. His implication is if people were smart enough to understand that they're not educated on the topic, then more right votes would be cast about people who are educated on the topic. No, that would lead to a world where people who are educated on the topic but don't care about the right outcome, they care about the outcome that they just want because they like it more, will vote and win on things. That's what it leads to.
Or people did that. I don't want to see random ass people voting just because, oh, this guy on TV said one thing.
Also, this is a spectrum. For example, I don't know about politics. I shouldn't probably vote on a lot of political stuff because I haven't paid a lot of attention about certain things. But, you know, the difference is Asmongold thinks that he should have the ability to vote because he is capable. Again, remember, Asmongold is the only person in this world who doesn't have biases. He has said that so many times that I don't even think it's funny anymore. But yeah.
That's what I do, yeah. Don't vote on shit you don't understand. Raise the voting age to 25.
But then complain that something you didn't like got voted in.
Young people are retarded. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say who can and can't vote, you know? Voting blank is better. Well, you can vote whatever you want. That's how Brexit happened? Okay.
Brexit happened for different reasons.
Like, that's what do people vote for? No, I do not think that it is a good idea to bully a bunch of people into voting for things they don't understand. It's very weird how distorted people's viewpoints are with this. No, it's not. 18's legal age to vote. Whether you're considered adult legally, what the fuck is wrong with chat? Yeah, that's what it is now. Yeah, sure. Even if you don't vote, you can't complain about the law and winner of the election later made. No, of course you can. I mean, I don't see what... It's just... Bro, people are just... Why are people so dumb?
Someone in the chat brought up what I just said, because I'm not saying actually anything smart here. I'm just kind of skimming the surface, because you don't exactly need a lot more here. Someone in the chat said the same thing we said. So don't vote and then complain about something that you didn't like getting passed. And what's the response again?
I mean, I don't see what... It's just... Bro, people are just... Why are people so dumb?
No, we need to be a bit more...
Yeah, that's what it is now. Yeah, sure. Even if you don't vote, you can't complain about the law and winner of the election later made. No, of course you can. I mean, I don't see what...
Yeah. Don't vote. But that would be... If you don't vote, that would imply that you can't complain because you didn't vote. And now you're... And he's just saying, yeah... Well, you didn't vote, but obviously you can still complain about the outcome that you willingly, intentionally let other people decide for you. This is why I love Asmongold. It's like, the slightly deeper the conversation goes, the more insane it gets. I love how after, at the very end of these videos, I don't even understand how to follow or explain any single piece of logic implied. It's just great. It's just great. Because it's just too many too many layers of just random self-created gunk at this point. It's great. I love it. I absolutely love it. Anyway, this was Quizzer Sensei. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. And have a nice day. Bye-bye.